Hey folks, and welcome to another Drinking Alone with Friends. It's me, Chris. What up? It's Tud. And me, Obert. And I'm Jenna. Hey guys. How you doing? Was that terrible? Why aren't you saying anything?
I thought we agreed you were doing the whole podcast
Yeah,
tonight.
this was the whole thing.
You were just going to talk to yourself.
You're making me blush.
I thought you were going to have a whole conversation between, Obert and Tud and Chris and Jenna.
Yeah, it was gonna get political, philosophical.
It's going to get deep and heavy.
Yeah, it was.
Deep. We're going to get serious.
Maybe romantic. Who knows?
Yeah, we don't know.
Could go anywhere.
Hey, no spoilers for later.
We still don't know which one of the four of us is wearing pants and which one's isn't.
That's true. That's a big mystery. Big mystery.
It's true.
We do know 100% for sure, guaranteed, 3 people on the show are wearing pants. We're not going to tell you which 3 it is.
That's true.
That's a good one. That's a good way to look at it.
Welcome back, Jenna.
I mean, Chris's room is about the size of a bathroom, so maybe he has a toilet installed.
Maybe.
Be so great.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Stream from a toilet.
Is your chair just your potty?
Yes.
Be honest.
It is, but it's not a toilet. It just is.
Ew. Oh, gross. Oh my god.
Jenna, aka the Brew Locker.
Yes.
One of our oldest guests, one of our favorite guests. We always love having you on.
Agent?
Welcome back.
Agents. What is it? Age as old as time. That's me. Mm-hmm. The Brew Locker. So
That's what they wrote the song about.
It's true.
That's how I remember Beauty and the Beast going.
There's a picture of me floating.
But for some reason you're like a grandfather clock or something, trapped in a castle.
I like it. Grandfather clock.
What furniture piece would you be if you were in Beauty and the Beast?
That's a good question.
Ooh, yeah, let's go around.
I think I would probably be the teapot.
Mrs. Potts?
Yes, I think I would be the teapot.
I would be the kegerator.
I was going to say I might be like a bowling ball or a cannonball.
I was thinking beer. I was thinking pitcher. Probably a pitcher.
Oh, I thought you were going to be the toilet. I thought that was where we were going at the start of this conversation.
The toilet.
Oh,
Never mind.
I thought
I
we
don't
were
want to be the
thinking
toilet.
like real characters.
No. I don't want to be the toilet. No, I don't want to be the toilet.
You know what, Jenna, you don't remember the toilet from the song that they sang?
No,
about
I haven't
being
watched
the real
Beauty and
throne
the
of the
Beast in a long
castle.
time.
Well, now you have to sing the song so we all know. It's like, whose line is it anyways?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can't.
Sing songs as if you were inanimate objects in Beauty and the Beast. Go.
People forget that I'm the real throne.
Anyway,
man.
I sent you all some beer.
You did.
I
Very
did.
Yeah.
welcome surprise. Also, everybody, happy Halloween. We didn't start that up top.
Oh,
That's right.
yeah.
Yes, this will be the
Spooky
episode.
season. And there's a reason I bring it up now, because Jenna was kind enough to send us all seasonally appropriate pumpkin beers
Right.
for our favorite Halloween
Yay.
episode we do every year.
I'm so excited.
Bring
Going
pumpkin
back to
stuff on.
Back to the pumpkin patch.
Back to the pumpkin patch. Pick us out a good pumpkin beer.
We're gonna frolic through, see what we find.
Seems like a dangerous kind of
Yeah.
crop to frolic in. There's a lot of vines down there.
Vines, a lot of trip hazards.
Yeah.
You have to be
Thorns.
stealthy.
Stealthy frolic. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
a stealthy
Yeah.
frolic. That's the way to do it.
Well, okay, so just a reminder for the viewers. Jenna does not like pumpkin beers
I do
So it's
not.
true.
because I feel like
I
you're
got a
on every
note telling me
pumpkin-
this.
Every pumpkin beer episode.
You all got a note saying it.
No, mine said, I hope these are too new for you or new enough for you because I give you shit.
Yeah,
about
because
the
y'all
other
keep
ones.
shitting on me.
I did like the personalized note. That was a nice. How come when you guys send me beer, you don't send a note like Jenna's? That's what I want to know.
Because I'm a woman, I do special touch. You know.
You do that extra step.
You're lucky enough the beer gets in the box and gets sent to you if it's coming from me.
That's why you're the teapot and I'm the kegerator.
Exactly. Mrs. Potts takes care of everyone.
The
Right?
kegerator just makes sure that everyone's having a good time.
There you go.
So we have this pumpkin beer. Jenna, do you want to tell us a little bit about this pumpkin beer? Because I think we've all had a beer from this brewery on the podcast before, if I'm not mistaken. At least I have. I think
I don't know
Chris
if I
has too.
have, but maybe
I
I
don't
have.
think I have.
I don't know if I've sent you guys the original one of this before or not, but
I think
Yeah,
that's the one I've had.
the original.
Yeah.
The
Oh, this is
original
my first brew locker shipment here.
It is. That's
So-
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, because you've
Well,
been
that's-
too stingy. I've offered to send you some, and you're like, "No, I'm fine."
Well,
That's also because she had to go find a moose to like ship it to you, and that was a pain in the ass.
That's true.
that's
It,
the only
it,
postal trucks we let through the border of Montana.
it was delivered a few days later than the other guy.
It's got to come on mooseback.
Back. No, this brewery is out of Michigan. They're in northern Michigan.
What brewery is it?
Oddside.
Oh,
Oddside. They're from Grand Haven, so it's kind of by Traverse City, but not Traverse City. But that would be the biggest city that you would have heard of. Near
Now we
there,
all know
maybe.
where it is.
Are you being facetious?
A
A little bit. It's up here.
for the listeners, that's like the index finger of the
Yeah,
mitten.
up here.
The fingerprint on the
Oh, hang on.
index finger. Okay, so what are we drinking today, Jenna?
This is Oddside Bean Flicker Pumpkin Spice.
Nice.
And Bean Flicker, the original, is one of my favorite beers.
Okay.
So, it is a coffee blonde. It's really light. It's good for any time of day, any time of year. It's just a really
Morning.
solid, light beer. So I saw this, and I've had a few other variants from them. They have s'mores, which was pretty good. The caramel one was really good. And then I saw this one, and I was like, I have to try it. I have to try it. Like, this is one of my favorite beers. I have to.
Right. Right.
And you like all the varieties. It's not like
Exactly.
you're like, oh, original bean flicker or bust.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I bought a 6-pack, and then I had the brilliant idea that I was
After
going
she
to
had
send them
one,
to you guys.
it
No, I
didn't-
thought of that before.
It's like, here's a way I can avoid having to drink all 6 of these.
I thought of sending it to you guys before, and I was like, thank God I have 3 less now.
Yep,
So, yeah,
that's traditional Jenna fashion.
Hey.
I'm just
So
surprised
this
these weren't
is-
last year's version of this.
We don't know they're not.
Okay.
this beer.
This says manufactured 8/31/22.
There. All right, so it's still fresh. This season's bean flickers.
These
The
pumpkins
season-
better not be rotten.
This season's flickered beans. That's right. It says our original coffee blonde ale dressed up for fall with everyone's seasonal favorite, pumpkin spice.
Nice.
It's 4.5%, so it's very light and easy.
So it's a lawn mowing beer.
Let's crack them open.
Okay.
Ooh, I got a good pop there. So we might have talked about this before, but again, it's been a while, probably a year. Do you not like pumpkin spice flavoring, or you don't like pumpkin like the vegetable?
I don't like eating anything pumpkin besides pumpkin seeds.
Have you ever had a pumpkin spice latte?
I don't think so. You know what? I've tried a sip of one. I've had the pumpkin spice creamer for coffee. Don't like it. I don't like the smell of pumpkin spice. I hate it.
Now, is it pumpkin or is it pumpkin spice?
That's
It's
what I'm
both.
thinking. It's more pumpkin spice, but
It's
I guess I
pumpkin
could see
spice.
both.
Like if I
Do you like butternut
so-
squash?
Yeah,
So it's got to be the spice then,
it's the pumpkin spice.
right? But like if you have if I gave you a pumpkin and said bite into this,
I like the smell.
like you eat a pumpkin.
like you would, yeah. If
I've
you
never
just
eaten like a pumpkin.
if you
I
match
don't
the
like
pumpkin up into
pie.
like a,
You don't. Wait, hang on, Jenna. You don't just have random strange people come up to you and hand you a pumpkin and say, "Bite into this." Has that happened to you
I
before?
can't say that I do. I'm not a squirrel. But
So you don't like pumpkin pie.
I don't like pumpkin pie.
But again, the spice. We gotta listen. Go downstairs, get yourself some pumpkin pie spice. I need you to take a spoonful of that.
We already like.
No, we know she doesn't like pumpkin spice,
but she likes butternut squash. So obviously she would probably like cooked mashed pumpkin. She just doesn't like the,
anybody. I don't think I've ever had cooked mashed pumpkin.
I haven't either.
Oh yeah, I feed it to my dogs all the time.
I can't tell if you're. I can't tell if you're,
Doesn't help with
if you're
their
joking
butthole.
or not.
No, that's a thing. If your dogs
okay.
have if they have like diarrhea, it like binds their poop.
Oh.
It plugs them up a little bit. It gets things more. It's like more fiber.
Oh,
Yeah,
So-
my mom used to give it to her wiener dog to stop him from scooting on the floor.
That's probably another good use.
I didn't know
Probably
that. Oh, interesting. There you go.
By the way,
Just
for
buy
our
the
listeners,
canned pumpkin.
if you ever want, I know pumpkin spice lattes are big at this time of year. Go to Dunkin' Donuts; they have better pumpkin flavoring than Starbucks. I will go to my grave fighting that argument. Starbucks pumpkin flavor sucks compared to Dunkin' Donuts' pumpkin flavor. It's the only time I would ever say go to Dunkin' over Starbucks, but
I
that
bet
is
they both probably suck, but
I heard they changed it this year. I hear the PSLs are different now. More natural
they're not
or
as good.
something.
They're not as good.
I don't know.
they're more
Listen, I don't.
spicy.
Yeah, no,
Well,
they're
that
more
and-
natural, and people are like, "Oh, I like the artificial stuff." I
And
don't
here's
know.
another secret for you too at Starbucks.
Thanks, TikTok.
If you order pumpkin spice latte, you don't get any of the they don't put pumpkin flavoring into the pumpkin spice latte. It's vanilla and it's pumpkin spice, but it's not like the pumpkin like flavor pump. That's an entirely different process. Learn that
So
too.
how do I order that?
You have to go into the app and then order like a coffee and go into customize and add the flavor for pumpkin flavor, which is the dumbest thing I ever heard. I was sitting in Starbucks. I got my pumpkin spice latte as as I'm bound to do,
As a basic
And-
bitch would.
Correct. And as I noticed that they pumped in vanilla and then added cold foam and then added like the pumpkin spice on top. And I was like, wait a second. I was like, this isn't pumpkin flavoring. And they're like, no, it's vanilla with pumpkin spice. It's not pumpkin. It's not the pumpkin flavoring. And I said, well, do you have pumpkin flavoring? And they're like, yeah. I was like, wait a second. So you don't use the pumpkin flavoring in the pumpkin spice latte? They're like, nope.
Yeah, that's really weird.
Wild. Starbucks, get your shit together.
Anyway,
Lost
can we
another
try
sponsor
this?
opportunity.
Because I can smell this beer and I don't like it.
Yeah,
let's
I
do
think
it.
it's time we try it.
All right.
Ooh, it smells like pumpkin.
Cheers, guys
Yeah, I know.
and gal.
Cheers.
All right, Jenna, what's the verdict?
I don't like it. I don't like it. Every year, I try to get into my little basic white girl uniform and try a pumpkin beer. And every year, I hate it. And I thought,
You're like Charlie
Maybe.
Brown looking for the great pumpkin.
yes, maybe this would be my great pumpkin because it's a beer that I love. But it's just I just don't like it. It's just, there's not enough coffee and too much pumpkin. I don't like it.
Now, I never had the original bean flicker. Can you tell that that's the base?
You're gonna make me take another drink. Hold on. Kind of. God, there's so much pumpkin spice.
I don't get a lot of
there's
pumpkin spice.
Maybe it's because I hate it so much. Kind of like Chris with coconut.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, we've
Like, it's
learned that
just-
Chris loves coconut because 90% of his beers have coconut in it.
Yeah, this is like overpoweringly pumpkin to me. Like it's lingering on my tongue, and I don't like it.
Well, let me flip it over to the other co-hosts and ask, do you guys get any coffee flavor?
No, I'm gonna go. And you may have heard, I'm a little sick right now, so I think my palate is so screwed up right now because this tastes terrible. I do not like this at all.
Thank you.
But I mean, I don't know if it's because it's bad, and I need you guys as touchstons. Jenna's not a good touchstone. I don't know if it's
Yeah.
because it's bad or if
I'm
it's
not
just
because
because
I'm gonna be happy if you don't like it.
because I don't get I don't know. Does it burn for you guys? It burns for me. I don't know why it burns so
Wait, like,
bad.
What do you mean burns?
Like going down my in my when I swallow it, I'm like, this is
Like
so
it's spicy?
Like it's
yeah,
so carbonated.
sort of like
Are you
spicy.
allergic?
No, I'm not allergic. I don't think. I don't know. But like I said, I'm sick. So
Well, at least
I
we
don't
have
think-
an audio medium of your death if you are allergic.
Yeah, there you go. Use this. It's
We're
Jenna's
gonna play
fault.
this. We're gonna play this at the funeral.
Jenna's trying to kill me. It was Jenna with the bead flicker with the flicking beans in the in the postal service.
In the in the index finger of the
Oh yeah, does that count as like a? Does that go to like a federal crime because the
Cross, yeah,
the
that's
murder
right.
the murder weapon
cross
crossed state
borders?
borders?
I don't know.
Well, I get a little bit of the vanilla bean. It's not really vanilla bean; it's coffee bean, right? But I do get a little bit of vanilla too.
I don't get any coffee. I get a decent
It's
amount.
very
of
subtle. Yeah,
I get a decent amount of pumpkin spice, but even then, I would say that it's not a lot of pumpkin spice. This thing, by the way, we should say that it does. You would be demolished by a T-Rex in this thing.
Oh, yes.
The T-Rex sees you. It knows where you're sitting. It knows where you're hiding. There is no hiding. It is clear as day. It is about as clear as a Bud Light. I don't know. I just don't get a lot of the coffee flavor, but I do get an okay amount of pumpkin.
yeah. I think the same. I don't think it traveled through the mail super well. It is a little. I get a little skunk factor.
I get none of
But
that.
Jenna probably doesn't. But it did take an extra day to get here. So
It's that damn moose.
it was on the slow moose to Montana.
I can't make a judgment. I know this is not what this beer tastes like.
Yeah, you got the sick factor. I think it's just all right. I really want to try the original bean flicker because I don't know how much of that I should be getting, right? But I mean, yeah, just the side of the can, it's okay. It's a coffee blonde ale. It's not a ton of flavor in a coffee blonde to begin with. So I definitely get, like Todd was saying, a fair amount of pumpkin flavoring in here, pumpkin spice flavoring. Little hints of coffee. Like I said, I got a little hint of vanilla. Definitely blonde ale, lighter malts through and through.
What would you guys rate it? Because I'm not going to give a rating. I know
You
it's
got to give a
it's-
rating.
You have to give it a rating.
Part of the conditions. Remember the contract you made you sign before you could agree to be a guest
Forced you to
host?
sign. Yeah.
Yeah. With the pants uncertainty clause in there.
Okay, I will try to be fair, but
No, you can rate it however you want. I mean, if you want to
just
give it a
because
point,
I don't like it
that's okay.
doesn't mean somebody else won't.
Yeah, but you're not trying. This is you're not trying to guess other people's ratings at the moment. You're giving your rating.
Yeah.
2.5.
It's fair to say this wasn't for you. 2.5. Okay. I thought it was a 3.25.
Okay.
Not the best pumpkin beer I've ever had, but definitely not the worst.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'd probably get about a 3.5. I think from what I remember of the other bean flicker, it's right in line with that. It's just a little different because it has pumpkin spice flavor.
Yeah, the caramel one is the best variant that I've had so far.
Is that better than the original?
It was really good. I think I'd have to have them side by side to see. But it was really good. It just added a little more dimension.
Almost like the double stuff version.
Exactly.
I think we can all agree double stuff's the best Oreo.
Oh, by far.
By
I
far,
mean, there's a
though,
million of them, just like the bean flickers, right? There's a million of them. The double stuff, I think, is the best.
I don't know. Have you guys had the chocolate Oreos are very solid too?
Are those like the dip that coated in chocolate ones?
No. The chocolate,
Like the chocolate cream?
feeling. Yeah.
I don't
I have
think
not
I've
had
those.
I think I've only had two types of Oreos: original and double stuffed.
I saw an
my
unpopular
gosh.
opinion that the cookie is the best part of an Oreo. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but when you think
I think
about it, you're like,
That's an old person opinion. That's something that any 25 and younger I would have scoffed at that. But now I'm like, I get it.
you know who scoffs at it? Lucas. Lucas eats only the cream. Only the cream. Kid,
Jay does the
kid,
same thing.
kid knows where it's at. Yep, there you go. 2-year-olds. Who would have
Oops,
thought?
all stuff.
Yep, she pulls
Oops,
them
all
apart,
stuff.
gets a spoon, and spoons all the cream off, and then eats the cookies.
It's so funny hearing Jay versus Lucas because they're like roughly the same age. I think Jay's a
Yeah,
little bit older,
they're
right?
close. Yeah,
Yeah.
just a few months, I think.
But like you're saying like uses a spoon and scrapes it off, and like Lucas is just like a Neanderthal, like in comparison. Like he just like it's so fun. I think it's a boy versus girl thing, but like it's so funny
could
to
be.
hear
Like
those
he's got a pretty
stories.
good handle on which one's the fork and which one's the spoon, but not all the time.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Giving her meals, I'm like, will you please use your silverware? Stop eating with your
Oh,
hands. And she's just wow, 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 wow.
okay.
So
So
don't
maybe
get
it's
me
a little
wrong. She does that too, but
okay.
an
Because yeah,
Oreo.
Lukey, you give him anything chocolate, and he comes back like 2 seconds later covered in chocolate. I don't even know how he
Oh
does it.
yeah.
It's like, how did you get
There's
that much?
more on your face
There's
than in
more.
your mouth.
Oh, kids.
I'm reminded of the Anchorman thing. I'm not even mad. I'm impressed.
Yeah,
All right, but enough stalling, Chris. I think you're the only one who hasn't rated this yet.
I don't. I can't rate this properly. Like, this is not.
It's getting an asterisk for sure.
No, I mean, like, honestly, it's not. Like, it's not grotesque, so I guess it's not the worst thing I've ever drank in my life. Like, there's other things that I physically was repulsed to drink, but like, I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna say I'll give it like a with an asterisk, of course. So odd side, if you're listening, please blame the sickness, blame the ick. I'm gonna give it a 2. I'm gonna give it a 2.
Lower than my rating.
I thought you were gonna say 2.5, 2.75, but
I get like it's so funny, like you guys are talking about all this quote unquote flavor, and I'm like, I'm really curious, like what's like, I don't even know if I want to drink another beer, because I'm like, I don't want to waste a good beer for this. But yeah, it's I mean, I'm sure it's better than it is. Like, like we talk about this every year. Pumpkin beers aren't my favorite, but like I don't hate them. Like, I drink like 1, maybe 2 a year. Mostly for the podcast.
Same.
But like but yeah, I know I'm of the OG co-hosts, I'm the least pumpkin fanatic of the pod. So but this literally tastes like nothing, like bubbly nothing, and then like it burns
with burning.
Yeah, I don't understand.
2 sounds generous when you describe it like that.
See, I try to think about it. It's like, I've had worse beers. Like, I don't know. I
That
don't
gross you out. This doesn't gross you out. It
Right.
just
Would you rather
burns
have
while
this-
tasting like nothing.
Would you rather have this or the chelada?
Oh, this. That was my basis. That was my basis
Yeah.
on it doesn't gross me out. Yeah. This is better than that. Like, you know. But I would prefer a Bud Light. Like, a Bud Light tastes better than this. So it's like, you know. So, I don't know.
All right. Well, we got to now formulate our guesses.
Oh God, this is impossible.
Yeah. I'm going to put mine in chat, and I'll hit enter when we're all ready. This is a tough one, though, I think. We have no idea what the check-in count is, but we know that Bean Flicker is a pretty popular beer.
Oddside's a pretty big brewery in Michigan.
I think, well, I'm not going to give too much of my thought process away. I'm just going to come up with a number.
I have my number.
I got mine.
All right, Jenna, do you have a number too? She's thinking hard and deep.
I am.
She's flicking the bean of her brain.
You made me wheeze.
Stimulating her brain.
You made me freaking wheeze. Oh, okay. Yeah. Got it.
All right, type it in. Type it into the chat. That's how you make it official.
But don't hit enter yet.
Right.
Okay.
All right, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. 3.69.
Oh, we all did the same guess.
How is that possible? We all guessed 3.69.
We all guessed 3.69.
That's unbelievable.
How is that possible?
Oh my God. How is that
Nice.
possible?
Well, that's never
my
happened
God.
The
before.
first ever 4 tally mark night of drinking along with friends.
We're all
my
getting
That's
God.
tallies.
incredible.
That's spectacular.
Yeah.
We don't even care.
Wow.
We don't even know what it's...
I don't even want to know.
No, I don't
Oh
want to...
my God.
Could you...
Look,
if it
I
was
don't-
what if it's a 3.69?
That's so crazy. Out of the 500 things we possibly could have guessed, we
Does
all
anybody
guessed the
have it
same
pulled
exact
up?
thing.
Because I have it pulled up.
No, I don't have it pulled up.
Is it a 3.69? You look...
No.
You don't look that excited.
Oh.
You would be way more excited.
Do you
What
want
is
to know
it?
what it is?
Yeah.
So there's 1.4 K check-ins.
Okay.
That's not bad.
It is a 3.65.
Damn, we were all close too.
We're pretty good.
Wow.
Holy
I think that
my
is.
shit.
God.
I think that is tally mark worthy.
Oh
Yeah.
my. We all. That's
That's
insane.
amazing.
That is insane.
Even though it would make me a tally mark up on everybody else, I'm glad I didn't guess like a 3, 6, 8 or something. Like, I'm glad we all guessed the same.
Yeah, I know. Oh my God, that's spectacular.
Oh, my God.
So
What
funny.
are the freaking odds?
Yeah.
Small.
Wow.
All right. Well, I'm going to put the tally mark on the board, but, we still
Just
have
one long tally mark.
one long. It's just going to go from the top of the board all the way to the bottom.
See, this is why the old whiteboard was great, because you had tally marks. Now you have to like write numbers.
But we're not done here with pumpkin beers. We have some more.
Just
So,
completely ignores
while
my
I'm
criticism.
while I'm updating the whiteboard. Who's drinking next?
So I guess I'll drink my other pumpkin beer first. I have a beer by Ithaca Beer Company called Country Pumpkin.
Oh, cute.
It
Nice.
is
I don't think I've ever heard of them.
You would know Ithaca Beer Company from Flower Power.
Yep.
Obert's still drawing a blank.
No,
You've never-
I don't know.
You've never had flower power?
I don't think so.
That was like a big one,
it-
like years ago.
Yeah, like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Drawing a
Yeah.
blank, but anyway, go on.
So it is a pumpkin ale. It weighs in at apparently indiscriminatory alcohol percentage. It's somewhere between 1% and 1,000,000,000% alcohol. So
We could probably put the upper limit at 100%.
so that's how that works. And that's all the can says. It does not say a description, what the base beer is, just pumpkin ale. It's got a nice
That
little
looks
picture.
so boring. I would never have bought this beer.
I didn't. My wife did, and I just stole it from
I
her.
like the pumpkin on the front, though.
Yeah, the
Or on
logo.
the can art's cute.
The logo is like a pumpkin house with a windmill and a scarecrow, kind of like if you lived in the country and a pumpkin.
Do you want to know the percentage?
Sure.
6.3.
So 6.3% ABV. Wish they would have put that on the can.
That takes all the fun out.
Let's try this sucker out.
All right.
It says it's a pumpkin/yam beer also.
Yeah, do you like yams, Jenna?
Hopefully more like a yum beer, right?
Do you like sweet potatoes?
I love sweet potatoes.
Same thing.
Not the same as
Sounds like
pumpkin
they're orange,
spice. I love sweet potato casserole. I like sweet potato fries.
Do you like sweet potato pie?
I don't think I've ever had it, but if I try it, I'll let you know. But I like baked sweet potatoes. I like
This is going to be a Forrest Gump
roasted sweet
montage.
potatoes. Oh,
Sweet
that
potato
shrimp.
burgers. Sweet potato shrimp.
And that's about everything you can do
That's
with sweet
about-
potato. So, it is relatively filtered. A little bit dark, a little bit more of an amber color. A little bit less see-through than the bean flicker, but still pretty see-through. I think that you'd be able to dodge a car and probably hide from a T-Rex within this beer.
It's flirting that line. Yeah, I see that.
On the nose, it smells kind of like pumpkin, but a little bit just kind of like a beer with like a slight pumpkin after flavor to it. Ithaca's generally a good brewery, so I have some expectations for this beer to be halfway decent.
I know a friend of ours does not like Ithaca who knows a lot about beer.
Is that the alternate? Is that my alternate personality?
They've mocked me for drinking them before. Mocked is a very large word, but like
It's actually really not. It's only like 6 letters long.
I was
That's
thinking the
an
same thing, Ted.
over exaggeration.
All right, let's
anywho.
taste this and see what we can see.
Be looking at. Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat?
Not a lot of pumpkin flavor. It's wrong. There's a lot of pumpkin flavor, but it's not a lot of pumpkin spice flavor. This actually might be a pumpkin beer that Jenna may like, because there's like no pumpkin spice to it all. It actually tastes more like I licked a pumpkin versus had like a
I feel like
piece of
if
like
you were to
pumpkin pie.
lick a pumpkin, it would probably taste like dirt.
Yeah.
The inside of a pumpkin.
Okay, that's better.
I feel like it's like You wore a jack-o'-lantern and chugged a Bud Light through the open mouth of the jack-o'-lantern.
Yes, that's a good description.
Okay.
It kind of tastes like when you're carving a pumpkin, like like that pumpkin smell. That's kind of what this beer like captures and like the essence of.
See, I like the
flavor.
pumpkin smell. I like the natural pumpkin smell. Like when I'm carving a pumpkin, I'm like, nature.
So you may actually like this then because it's very much like that. This tastes a little skunky as well, like as far as like the base beer goes. And I don't know if that's just because the pumpkin just makes it a little like more skunk-y flavor. Not a bad beer, not the best beer.
I feel like there was a beer that you were telling me about before that you thought I would like. Was that a pumpkin beer as well? I couldn't tell you anything about the beer, but I remember you saying, "Oh, you might like this one too."
Well, so,
I know that's incredibly vague.
Well, Abomination makes the Forbidden Pumpkin, which is the beer I had last year on the podcast.
Yes, I think that's what it was.
That's a pumpkin IPA, and that's fantastic.
It's very good. It is very good.
Okay.
It's a great beer, even if you didn't know it was pumpkin. It's a great IPA. That's
I've
because
never tried
Abomination
a pumpkin IPA.
I think they're the only ones who make it. Like it's incredible, and I will go buy some this weekend to celebrate the holiday.
One.
I will have to do that, and then you'll have to tell me if you like it or not.
I will. I'll do a live beer review on my stream.
All right.
Yeah.
This I would not send you. If I had another one of these, Jenna, I would send one of these to you too, just to see if this may be your pumpkin spice of life. But this is not my little slice of pumpkin life. I still think it's got a lot more flavor than the bean flicker that I just had, but I don't think it's quite as good. I'm going to give this a 3.25.
It sounded like less spices, though. It just sounds very muted and bland.
It's very much like you're drinking a yam.
Yeah, it doesn't sound very appealing to me.
No, it's just kind of like it's like a sweet potato ale. It's kind of just they made a beer and they didn't add any flavoring to it, and they said, "Here you go."
We'll add some pumpkin.
Yeah.
Oops, all pumpkin.
3.25. Okay.
3.25.
That's not a bad 3.25. Isn't a bad rating.
No, it's not.
Though.
I mean, it's not a
run of the mill.
Yeah, it's not a terrible beer. If I had a 4-pack, I'd obviously finish the 4-pack, but it's not something that I would go out of my way to buy again. So,
what do you think the other 20,533 people rated this Ithaca Country Pumpkin?
Hot damn. I'm going to say it's going to be lower than the last one, so I'm going to say 3, 5, 4.
You were
Pretty good
close.
guess.
Switch those numbers around. It's a 3, 4, 5.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, pretty low.
Yeah.
Even lower. Okay, so I'm right on the path here. I mean, people didn't like it. Ithaca, if I had to give you some critiques, I'd say add some pumpkin spice next time. A little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of something. Make that happen.
But Meg,
I mean, there's a lot of pumpkin spice beers out there. There's not a lot of pumpkin beers out there. And
Right.
I think
Sure.
we know why now.
Yeah, somebody actually put yam-esque, a little better than most pumpkin beers lately. Repeatable.
I
So-
agree.
Okay.
I could
Yeah,
drink it repeatedly.
when you were saying that it was more like yammy, I was like, oh, okay. So he tastes the same thing, but it's light, sweet, smooth, subtle, and spicy.
I wouldn't call it
How's
sweet
that
at all.
for some alliteration? Not not sweet.
No, I would say that this is. I agree with the repeatable thing though. Like if you have a pumpkin beer, there's only so many pumpkin beers you can drink before the pumpkin spice becomes
Correct.
overwhelming. This, you wouldn't have that issue. You could drink this on repeat because you're never going to get overwhelmed with the flavor.
Yeah, I would say that's pretty good then. Oops.
It's enough of this beer. I'm going to hand this off to Obert.
All right. Thank you very much. This one was careful listeners will remember that I teased this on last episode.
So Chris, are you going to drink a beer?
I mean, now that there's
If you're not, I can do my NA beer if you want me to.
I mean, I think we'll be fine. Like time-wise, we'll be fine if I don't drink a beer. But are we doing check marks for this beer? Because that doesn't seem like or tallies.
Well, yeah, I
Okay.
think so.
I feel like I got to put a dog in the race if that's that's the case, but I don't.
Look at you
necessarily-
rhyming.
All right, so this is a very familiar brewery from last week. Any guesses? Here we go. I have the Left
Foot.
Hand Brewing Pumpkin Spice Latte Nitro.
Ooh, we just talked about their nitros.
Yeah, we said that
Is it a milk stout?
They should only do nitros.
this is a pumpkin ale with spices and coffee added.
So no.
So very similar to the pumpkin bean flicker. I don't see anything about. Oh, I do see a little bit of lactose here. So on the ingredient list, again, no thanks to the big ass sticker covering all the important information.
Yeah, I don't know why that's a,
Marcus Foods, get with the program.
I don't know why that's a Montana thing, and maybe it's just that place thing. But I'm going to blame Montana.
But anyway, so I'm excited to have this one. I did not know that, Jenna, when you were sending beers, that the pumpkin beer was going to be so close in style to this one. So
Yeah,
let's
that's
see
pretty funny.
how they compare. Let's maybe get a good nitro crack here.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Whoa.
that's good. That's a good one.
Yeah.
The nitro
honestly-
cracks are beautiful.
I honestly know I heard that it was nitro the entire time, and then when you popped it, I thought it exploded. You got to pour harder than that,
Beautiful.
Ober. You got to pour harder.
Beautiful.
Yeah, you gotta.
Yeah, you got to turn that thing right upside down.
Well,
I
he
didn't know
does have a
that.
16-ounce glass.
I do, but
Oh no, that is yeah. It's
This is
3 ounce.
a complete user error.
yeah. So I poured it wrong, I guess. I didn't know the protocol here. It doesn't say pour hard, or if it does, it's covered by that useless sticker. So whatever. Chris, you want to do your review now? We wait for my nitro to settle down. No, I have I got like a solid inch of foam on top of this beer. That
That'll
nitro
fade
foam
quickly,
stuff.
though.
Yeah, I'll just bury my nose in it.
That's
So,
what he said.
Remind us, what was the beer you had last episode, Chris?
I don't remember.
From Left Hand?
It was their Oktoberfest.
Right.
Yes,
yeah.
because it was
So-
Oktoberfestapalooza. Yes. Never mind.
Yeah. So you had the Left Hand Oktoberfest, non-nitro version.
Yes, correct.
We'll see if this one does a better job of being a beer than that one did. I don't know. Or does a better job than the odd side one. I don't know. But anyway, here we go. Cheers. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers to pumpkin. Ooh, that was a quizzical look.
There's something weird going on here.
Is it the nitro or is it the pumpkin?
Or is it the spice?
I get a strong,
Does it burn?
like pepper flavor. Not like black pepper, but like pepper, the vegetable flavor.
Oh no.
Oh, like a spicy?
No, like more like a bell pepper. That's the one I was trying to say.
Oh.
Yeah, I get like a pepper in here.
So would that be almost like bitter? Because sometimes if you eat like a bell pepper on its own, it can be slightly bitter.
Yeah, I definitely would use bitter to describe the flavor, but it tastes to me just like if I was to bite into a bell pepper,
Are you sick too?
which I'm not a big fan of. No, but I think some of that is the spices and some of that is the nitro, causing just like a weird combination. I have to admit, I'm not a pumpkin spice latte guy. I had one for the first time actually earlier this month. It's like, let me see what these are all about.
You guys have to learn how to embrace your inner white girl.
I just told you that I had one. I had one. It was okay, and I see that this foam is probably the most pumpkin spice latte I've ever had in a beer. It's just super foamy. I don't know if I just poured it wrong, but
I mean, you did pour it wrong, but it shouldn't affect the flavor that much, should it?
Right.
yeah, it's just a little odd. I don't know.
Imagine if like the degrees at which you pour it, it's like, oh, you get different vegetables. Like, choose your own adventure.
I didn't pour hard enough to get pumpkin.
Choose your
Right.
adventure.
Yeah. If you pour it like a regular beer, you get tomato. No one likes that.
I like tomatoes.
Gross.
It's sweet. I think that the foam is helping get that kind of sweet foam flavor too that you get sometimes with the nitro. I really like Guinness, but other than that, I think I'm kind of over the whole nitro thing.
Wait, so you don't like the left-handed milk stout?
It's been years and years and years. Probably haven't had one of those since we started doing this podcast.
Yeah, I don't think I've had one since I lived in Seattle. That was like 8 years ago.
And the lactose also contributes to this being sweeter. I just wanted like a pumpkin beer, and this is not. No, sorry, I take it back. I wanted like a shipyard pumpkin head, and this is like far from that.
right.
Tud had a pumpkin beer on just a few minutes ago, but Yeah, I'm disappointed in this one. I wish I could say I really enjoyed it. I don't think any of our co-hosts would like it. Maybe Todd would if he really likes the PSL lifestyle.
It's true.
You're the most white girl of us.
Yeah, he is.
I should get on behind me on the wall. I should put live, laugh, love.
Yes.
Yeah.
Get some and put some cheetah print and well, you need a monogram in a cheetah print. Mm-hmm. Yep, you need that too.
I'm comparing it to. I still have some of the bean flicker, and tasting notes. Now that one's warmed up, I definitely get quite a bit more pumpkin flavor in it.
Okay.
Maybe that was my problem because mine has been out
Okay,
for a while,
this
and it
is
was
very pumpkin-y.
a lot.
I'm gonna give the left-hand pumpkin spice latte nitro a 3 1/4 as well. Just
Okay.
I have high pumpkin standards, and this did not meet them. I like it. I like that they did a different take on it. I like that they tried the nitro approach, but there's a reason why this has not taken the country by storm. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair. So what do you think 5,131 other people thought of this beer?
That's tough. I mean, I gotta assume most of them are
Tuds.
nitro enjoyers.
Oh.
if they're checking this one in. Also, Pumpkinhead fans. I don't know. I'm really tempted to say it again, but I won't. I'll stick in the neighborhood though. 362.
Pretty close. Pretty close, but not. I mean, you're close enough to overtake Tud, and 3.57. So
All these pumpkin beers are low.
yeah, low pumpkin beer night.
Because they
Yeah.
suck.
Yeah. So what am I? 0.05 off. Let me put that on the board
Yeah,
here.
0.05. 0.05.
I don't think this should count. I don't think this should count for a point. I mean, we already all got a point earlier.
That's true. That would take away from the magical moment.
Yeah, I would. I think you would have had a solid argument, Todd, if you had said that before I had guessed and gotten closer than you. You had no problem with me writing your 0.09 on the board. It was not mentioned at that point at all.
No,
But,
nobody
as
asked
soon
my
as I
opinion.
guess and get closer, then
Nobody
all of a
asked my
sudden-
opinion beforehand.
Nobody asked your opinion now either.
Well, my opinion was I don't think it should
Thanks,
count as a
Albert.
point.
Okay, duly noted. Let me know when you get that whiteboard in your house.
Two versus one.
Okay, but yeah, a little bummed out. This is
Yeah.
definitely a 3.5 territory beer.
Yeah, that
You know,
sucks.
I have mentioned for the last couple of years how we can't get good pumpkin beers in Montana. So I jumped on this one when I saw it, and I'm sad this is the only one that's around. But
Just proves
okay.
proves it all true. Can't get good pumpkin beers.
All right, well let's close this out with Jenna. You have a review for us?
Oh, yeah, I can. This one is Sam Adams, Just the Haze, and it's the other NA beer that I have. It's hazy, juicy, non-alcoholic IPA. And this is the one that says, with this non-alcoholic brew, we remove the alcohol slowly and gently, leaving all of the rich flavors of a world-class IPA. It's hazy, hoppy, and brewed with pride and attention to detail. And let me just say, after this pumpkin beer, this tastes phenomenal. I really get a lot of like tropical fruit notes, and again, like the Brewdog one, it's very light. This one tastes more like beer than that one does, so it's still not bitter or heavy or anything like that. I don't know, you get all of the good things about a beer aside from the alcohol. I don't know. It's just this one is really enjoyable. It's sweet, but not overpoweringly sweet. It's just enough, and it's very tropical, and I am here for it.
Nice. And if you want to hear more non-alcoholic beer reviews from Jenna, hit up our Patreon. You can tune in and listen to our first ever guest pregame.
No, it's
Where-
a darty.
Jenna on to talk about
It's a darty.
Not this again.
her other non-alcoholic beer. So
So we got to be hip
hop
with
it
the
out
kids.
there, and if you want to hear Tud talk more about that, you could do that there too. So, but glad you're enjoying the Sam Adams one. It sounds like this is one of the best NA beers yet out there.
Yeah, I think so. This is definitely, it's better than Brewdog. I mean, that one was good. Again, listen to the beer review on the Patreon. But this one, it's very good. I'd probably give this one a Man, I know what I gave the other one, and I want to give this one higher, but I don't know if I want to give it that high. I think I'm gonna go a 4. We'll go 4.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Ooh.
Yeah, this one's really good. It's very enjoyable.
That's a high rating for a non-alcoholic beer.
I know.
So if you had to guess, out of 3,882 ratings, what do you think
Well,
the other people who have drank this think?
it's probably going to be lower than me because the other one was way lower. Spoiler alert.
You never know, though.
That's true. I think I'm going to go 3.42.
So
That seems safe.
Obert's going to end up with a tally mark. It's 3.58.
Okay.
So it is very high for a non-alcoholic beer.
Yeah, that's very impressive.
Yeah. I've actually had that one. It's a solid one. It's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very good.
All right, well, it's that time of the episode. We go over to the freezer. We get that specially forged 4-handled Frosty mug of wisdom. Pull it out, take it, fill it up with wisdomy wisdom, advice, hacks, things we like and love. Just good things to have in your life. To get there, though, we got Jordan to serenade us. Jordan, take it away.
Test your handle. Test your handle. Test your handle. Test your handle. Mug of wisdom! Drink. Mug of wisdom!
All right, thank you, Jordan. And quick before we get into handles, I want to say just listen to the episode that dropped. Wreck My Podcast is done. They're finished up. So congratulations to a long run, Jordan. And if you're listening, still love to have you on as a guest whenever you're free. I know you'll get that podcast itch again sooner or later. So come on, we would love to have you back over here. But now I can't say check him out on Wreck My Podcast anymore, which is sad because I don't know what I'm going to say instead.
Check out the old Wreck My Podcast episodes.
Yeah, and if you want to, they're on YouTube. You got to go there. So
There you go.
So
There you go.
Get some nostalgia for a nostalgia show. But let's kick it off with Jenna this week. You being our guest, get to lead it off.
Okay.
What do you got for us in this Halloween handle?
I have a game today.
Is it spooky?
No. It is Disney Dreamlight Valley. I don't know if y'all have heard of this, but I have been playing it for a few weeks now, and everything that I heard prior to playing it was it's like Animal Crossing, but with Disney. And there are a lot of Animal Crossing aspects. Like when you get on Animal Crossing, you have like all of your little chores and the island cleanup and everything. That is similar. It's an RPG game, so you build, you can move like literally everything in this space. You unlock new parts of your dreamland, and I've just been having a really fun time. There's different quests. You unlock different characters. Right now, I am trying to get to Scar, who is in the new update. I have to unlock the Sunlit Plateau in order to get to him, and then you'll see the Elephant Graveyard, and I'm so excited because Lion King is my favorite freaking Disney movie. And I can't wait to see, but yeah, it's really cool. All these different quests, and you have to figure out how to do them. You can make food, you can forage and fish and mine. It's really neat, and I'm having a blast playing it.
Now, is it where can I find this game? What systems?
As far as I know, it's available on like all systems, I think, plus PC, I believe.
Okay.
But I play it on my Switch.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't played this game, but Dana's been playing it a lot too. So she plays on the Switch. I hear, just for those of you out there, if you're looking to purchase it, I hear it's better on the computer, runs smoother, because it's still in development. So
Yeah, it does get a little laggy sometimes, but it's not too bad.
But I could tell you that Dana loves it and CJ loves cooking. So
Is it all online? Is that why it's laggy, or is it just a performance issue with the console?
It's a performance thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not online. Mm-mm. And it's a downloadable game. Like I bought it on the store on the Switch and just downloaded it.
Very cool. Yeah, I'll have to
Yeah.
check that one out. Sounds neat. We'll put a link to the trailer in the show notes if Animal Crossing plus Disney is your game.
And I think it was
Check
only
it out.
like $30 or something. Like it wasn't crazy
Pulling it up right.
expensive.
I'm pulling it up right now. I'll tell you.
Very
Disney
nice.
Dreamlight Valley, $29.99.
There you go.
$49.99 if you want the deluxe edition, or if you want the ultimate edition, $69.99.
Nice.
Don't know what the
Well,
difference
I
is.
got the
but
basic package.
Oh, one's deluxe, one's ultimate. Duh. All right, well, I'm going to take this Frosty mug because I, too, have a game. But unlike Jenna, mine is spooky. That's right. I came in with the Halloween handle. And the game is called The Rising. It's an early access Steam game. You are a vampire who it's, kind of an open world game that you have to go around and suck people's blood to get powers and build better weapons and build a castle. And this is a new genre of game that I'm seeing out there more and more, where it's like base building plus a lot of collectibles and crafting and going around and fighting dungeons and bosses. And it's a third person kind of like action adventure game. Again, I don't know if there's a better term for like what all that is, but I know there's a lot more games out there that kind of meet that description. The reason I made it this handle this week is because, well, one, it's spooky, but two, in honor of Halloween, they are doing a free weekend on Steam. So if you're listening to this the day it comes out Thursday, I think from Friday through Sunday or Friday through Monday, whatever, it's free to download and play and check out. So hop on it. Hit me up on Steam, Ober26. I'll join we'll play it together.
I'm looking at pictures of it. It looks kind of like it's like a Diablo style, like
yeah, like I said,
graphic.
third person. It kind of reminds me more of like WoW, where it's like you have a bunch of spells on cooldown timers and like a hotbar of weapons to switch to. But I never played WoW, so I'm not the best person to say that. But yeah, I think you would like it, Ted, and I think you would like the base building aspect too.
Yeah, it looks like there's a bunch of like DLCs and stuff for it too.
Yeah, I think there's like a new DLC coming out for Halloween, and that's going to be free this weekend too. I don't know all about that, but you can also like use your vampire powers to get human thralls and get them to like mine resources for you, which is pretty interesting. I just started playing it this weekend, and I've sucked a lot of time into it, and I'm here for it. So if you if you're bored and you want a free game to play this Halloween weekend, check it out. The Rising. So with that, I'm going to hand the FMAO over to Ted.
Sure. So my handle this week is a Halloween handle as well. It's an app to watch video on, and it's called Shudder.
If you had said just watch, I swear.
No, that only comes out once a year. No, this app's called Shudder. So what Shudder is it's it's like Hulu or Netflix or insert streaming app here. It's $6 a month. You can get a free 7-day trial, or you can pay for 1 month if you want. But what it is it's an app for streaming horror movies and horror TV shows. So they've got a lot of...
I get the pun now.
Yeah. They've got a lot of, like, not as popular horror movies and stuff. So, like, you can find a lot of niche horror type movies
like
on there.
B movies?
B movies, even C movies, maybe even some D movies, some international movies. And then they have, obviously, like, Halloweens and Friday the 13th and things like that. And then they have this really cool feature, which I think more streaming platforms should do, where they have 3 TV stations, essentially. So you could just flip on one of the 3. So one of them's like here, hang on, let me pull it up. One is a slasher TV station. One is a a demon TV station and one is a scary clown TV station.
Oh
So
God.
based on what you feel like watching, they'll just play movies on repeat. So you can just kind of like leave it on in the background and it will just kind of run through movies like you're watching TV.
I think that'd be really cool if you have like one of those like haunted houses in your front yard where you're on Halloween, where you got like the kids come through and you just have like a projector screen with this projected on it and just like,
That would
just,
be really cool.
Scary clown movies all night.
That's pretty. That would be pretty cool. I think it's a pretty cool feature that because a lot of these movies are, like I said, B movies, C movies, D movies, that you're never gonna probably ever be like, oh yeah, that sounds like something I'd want to watch. But if you just kind of throw it on in the background, maybe you get sucked into it and you're like, oh, all right, that was a pretty cool movie, and I never would have watched it if it wasn't for these TV stations that they have.
I think it's really funny that the world has like gone so far that TV has been phased out to streaming, and then now is coming back in style.
Now we're circling back around.
We're coming back around. We're coming back around. Soon it'll be just radio stations. We have talkies. I don't know.
Maybe. I mean, I think that it would be cool, like if like Netflix or Hulu or one of these other companies just did this, because there's a lot of shit on Netflix that like I'm never gonna watch. But if there was just a way to just throw it on the background for background noise, potentially I would end up watching it.
There is.
They have a TV station?
There's a thing that says, don't know what to watch, and you just click that, and it'll put something random up for you on Netflix.
Yeah, it's like the Google I'm Feeling Lucky equivalent on Netflix.
So maybe more people should do that too. So if Netflix does their version as well. So I found this pretty cool, especially when it's, a whole bunch of potentially shitty movies. But they do have a lot of good stuff on there too. I recommend, checking it out over the Halloween weekend. Even if you want to just watch the classics like the Halloweens or the Friday the 13th, $6, or you get the 7-day free trial.
So they have like legit movies too. It's not just like Mystery
yeah.
Science Theater 3000.
No. They've got
like
all the
real good
Halloweens.
stuff.
They've got all the
Thursday
Friday the
the
13th. They've got a lot of international stuff too that is like critically acclaimed, but it's made in other countries, so like we never hear about it over here. And then they've got a lot of original content as well. So they've got like this movie called VHS 99, which just came out today that I have not watched yet, but it's got 4 skulls because their rating system is skulls instead of stars.
Ooh.
So people seem to be really liking this one, and so that might be something that I might want to watch a little bit later. But I recommend going to check this app out, especially if you're into Halloween and looking for something scary.
Now, one final question. How do you spell Shudder?
SHUDDER.
Okay. I wasn't sure what vowels would
If
be
it
missing
was
where, but
shutter.
it got it all. And I wasn't sure if it was like camera shutter.
Right.
Yes,
No.
But
Shudder like shiver.
very cool.
Yeah, so go check that out, everybody, and enjoy Halloween, because after this weekend, we're on to Christmas and Christmas and turkeys and
Thanksgiving.
pumpkin pies.
Don't forget that. We still got 3 more weeks to drink our pumpkin beers.
And then one thing they have too on this, and I will say, is they have like some like TV shows, like the 101 scariest horror movies of all time, where they basically rank the top 100 movies through 10 episodes, which is something pretty cool to go watch too. If you're like, oh, I don't, what do people think? So go check that out as well.
All right. Very neat. Thank you. Last handle on our fourth handled mug goes to Chris. What do you got for us? What spooky handle do you have?
Well, what's one
Pokemon.
of the scariest things that anybody could ever run into? Clothes that don't fit very well. Obviously, it's like a nightmare. It's like
Boo. No, I'm booing your handle.
Oh
Boo.
no, it's spooky. Oh no, it's a ghost. It's a ghost. Okay.
You're saying
No.
boo earns.
Yeah. So no, I recently purchased. I've seen, and you've probably seen them too. Fresh Clean Tees. It used to be Fresh Clean Tees, but now they're called Fresh Clean Threads. They just expanded their stuff. But anyways, it's basically for us bigger folks, for us big guys, who have one thing. And I, as Tud, maybe as a fellow large person. What?
Don't call me fat.
I didn't say. I said, well, I can. Number one, I'm fat, so I can call you fat, so it's fine. But
He called you a large man.
I called you a large one, yeah. But a lot of times, what'll happen is when you put on a T-shirt, even if it's your size, it'll fit everywhere except it will be short. It'll be like really short, so like it won't be long enough. It's
So I
terrible.
gotta go to I'm too fat to wear normal
That's what happens when it's too short.
Yeah, yeah. So Fresh Clean Threads, what they've done is they've gone through and they've redesigned like how some of these things, and they'll actually fit like tighter in the shoulders and chest and arms, and looser around the midsection with extra length on them as well, which is like huge. So I bought one not that long ago because I was like, I mean, we all us big men, all us large folks, we run into this all the time. And I loved it, so I ended up buying a lot more stuff. So I have a whole outfit now of and it's mostly
outfit.
T-shirts. Yeah, one whole outfit, same shirt over and over and over again. But it's upperwear, so I mean they have everything from T-shirts to polos, some long sleeve stuff, and even some outerwear. I got myself my own zip up and stuff like that. So if you're a big guy and you're always struggling to find stuff that like fits you well, or like it's not long enough or what have you, check it out. I mean, it's I don't know, normal dollars for stuff, I think, maybe, I don't know, but it's pretty neat. So
Was that a sentence? Normal dollars.
Yeah, they don't take Canadian dollars.
exactly.
All right.
No, I mean, like, I don't know
up.
how I don't know how much clothes is. I don't know how much clothes do.
What does a T-shirt set you back on this website?
So
like
if
$30,
$475.
No. So like regular price for a T-shirt's like $19, but you can like you can sign up for like the club membership thing and blah blah blah. So anyways, you save 20%.
Are there logos?
There's no logos, no.
So they're just plain.
They're
plain.
That's the what's the name again? Fresh Clean.
Fresh Clean Threads, yeah.
I mean, does that sound like it's got a logo to you?
But those are
Like,
I mean,
like
yeah.
but
plain tees are you can wear them with anything. You can dress them up, dress them down.
Yeah.
It's
See?
a good thing to have in your closet.
Fashion, okay, fashion.
I think I get these ads on Instagram or YouTube where they're
yeah.
like, "You're wearing the wrong T-shirts." It's like this like supermodel comes up and she's like, "Guys, look at these T-shirts that you're wearing." And like, I'd be so much more attracted to you if you wore these T-shirts. And it like makes you look like you have like a flat stomach.
Yeah,
like,
it's pretty much those. But
yeah.
But I will say I haven't encountered any supermodels yet. No, Miss Dana doesn't let me go out in public when I wear it because she knows about the supermodels. But no, I like them, especially being a big guy that's always like struggled with the short shirts, etc., the belly shirts, etc. So
short shirts.
So check it out if you're a big
Not
dude.
Chris
and
anymore.
Not me anymore. Nope.
That was a good one.
But check it out if you are a big dude that would like a shirt that fits good. So there you go.
I dig it.
And so with that, we'd like to thank you all for listening. I will thank Ithaca Beer Company for their country pumpkin, and I will also thank Jenna for sending me a Odd Side Bean Flicker Pumpkin Spice Ale.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, and outside. Yep. Thanks.
Yep.
I'm gonna jump in here and thank Left Hand Brewing for their pumpkin spice latte nitro.
I'm gonna, I guess, thank Oddside. Thanks, Oddside. I didn't like it, but thank you.
And
Yeah, what about thanking our third
Oh
president?
shoot! Yeah, I forgot.
Fourth
'cause
president.
You only drank the one.
Fifth
And
president?
Sam Adams for their Just the Haze
Seventh?
NA beer. That was delicious.
Was Sam Adams was not a president?
no, he was not.
John Quincy Adams. Fuck, that's the
There you
second guy.
go.
Oh. All right.
John Adams was second.
Yeah. Sam Adams was his step brother.
Drunken uncle.
Yes. Stepbrother. Well-known fact.
Make sure you head over to social media and follow us everywhere at DAWF Podcast. Also, make sure you follow the email at DAWFpodcast@gmail.com. Also, head over to Patreon, and for as little as $1 a month, you get an extra episode of Drinking Alone with Friends. This week, we had Jenna join us, where we drank, or we didn't drink, but we made Jenna drink on the pregame, or the Darty, as we're calling it from henceforth. So make sure you head over there, or head over to your favorite podcast app and leave us a 5-star rating and a review. And also make sure you tell your friends by word of mouth, because that's really helpful as well. Also, thank you, Jenna, for joining us. And Jenna, please tell people where they can follow you in this spot here.
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitch. Everything is at the Brew Locker. Nice and easy. Easy peasy lemons.
Very cool.
What's that face for?
No, I was trying to figure out the slogan. Easy peasy lemons.
Yes.
Yep.
All right.
That's it.
And with that, my name's Stud.
My name's Chris.
My name's Obert.
And I'm Jenna. And when you're drinking alone, do it with friends. I forgot the
Right.
remember part, but that's okay.
Yeah, I got to tell in the outro the massage story.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So
Dirty,
I went to
sexy, gross,
I
Our
went to
patrons
get
have been waiting the
massage.
entire episode for this.
bead flicking.
Oh my God, no. I went to get this massage yesterday, and I booked an hour. It was like a deep tissue, full body massage with a foot massage too. And they were like hot stones, and I was like, ooh, yeah. Well, it's this little Asian place, okay? And
Go on.
this
I normally skip this part.
this tiny Asian woman had the strongest hands of, oh my God, y'all are looking at me. Go on. This woman was a ninja. I'm laying on my stomach and she's massaging my back, doing all the things. And then all of a sudden I'm like, is she straddling me? She was on the bed behind me, straddling me. I had no idea she got up there. The pressure never changed with her hands, and then she was just on me. I was like, whoa, okay. So there was and she got down just as
Okay.
No, got off the table just as stealth-like. And
Table.
this woman, the full body, she was all over my booty, where I was like,
I don't know if it's not quotable. That's
I mean, she didn't do this area. You can't see the bottom hand, but she didn't do that
Right.
area.
Per the contract we made you sign.
I mean, she was like up here on my chest, in my hair, on my face. And at one point, she had pulled my arm behind my back like this. And I was like, okay, kinky. And she was pulling my fingers back like this, like looking at my fingernails. And then all of a sudden she goes, oh, I like that. Very pretty. Because my nails have a little spider web on them.
Oh, nice.
It was really cute. And I don't know. I just thought it was funny that she was
A ninja.
a ninja. It was crazy. And her fucking magic hands. She's rubbing my feet. And then she pulls my leg up in the air. And then she just goes and hits my foot. And I was like, oh, okay. That's all I got. It wasn't I guess it's not as crazy as I thought. It was just really funny in the moment, I guess. And she was doing, go ahead.
Did you tell Jake to get some new moves, take some notes? Or?
It sounds like you got abused by an Asian woman.
I mean, yesterday, if I get a back massage, a hard one, deep, I get sore, my skin just feels sore, you know what I mean? And Todd, stop laughing. But yesterday, an hour later, I was already starting to get sore. And she got deep in there.
She worked you hard.
She did. She worked my back.
But yes, and
I
Jake
knew that was gonna get you.
You got to tell Jake to bring the foot punching into the bedroom.
You know, and she punched
Who knew
my
that's what did it
legs.
for you? Yeah.
She punched my legs too. She had I was on my stomach, or I was on my back, and she pulled my foot up like this and was going like this with my legs, and then she just punched the sides of my legs too, and I was like, oh.
Going back to
right.
the fact that it sounds like you got abused by an Asian masseuse.
Right.
It didn't
Damn.
hurt. It did feel good.
So would you go back?
Yes.
And would you request the same lady?
Yes. I
Nice.
would, because it was so. I was drooling.
Yeah.
I was like drooling all up in their blankie. It was lovely.
Huh.
To get abused by a tiny Asian woman was awesome.
I think we'll leave it there.